practices worse than usual today, huh?
Always bad.
You got a lot of homework?
I always have homework.
Did I tell you that Skeeter was having basketball practice?
Yes, you told me 6 times.
Hey, come on, give me a break. You forget things when you get older.
Do we have to talk about age?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that for a long time. Well, I'll fix dinner. You don't...
No. I'll do it.
Just a minute. Who is it?
Colton Shore.
Oh, come on in.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm here to see Melissa. I'm a friend of hers. Colton?
You're him?
I beg your pardon?
You're the Colton Shore?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it suddenly all becomes crystal clear. Why
What?
she hasn't talked about anything else all week. And I gotta tell you, you're better looking than she said. I'm sorry. I'm the reason she says she never brings any of her boyfriends home. Hi, I'm her mother, Martha. Glad to meet you.
No, it's my pleasure. She's told me a lot about you.
Oh, well, don't believe any of it. But she's in the kitchen. I can...
Is she upset?
Oh, yeah. You could safely say she's upset. She won't tell me why, but I'm wondering if you have a clue.
Well, like you said, I'm him. I mean, I just think that Melissa has made me into somebody that I'm not, at least to her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, have you been encouraging her?
No, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I inadvertently hurt her feelings. I really didn't mean to.
Oh, that's probably why she's so upset. She can be very dramatic, my daughter.
Well, I got worried about her, and so I came over to see if I could help her out.
Well, maybe you ought to tell her that. Just a second. Melissa, could you come out here for a minute, please?
Yes.
Oh, no, you don't. Melissa, come out here. Melissa, Colton came here to talk to you, and I'm leaving the room. So you two can talk together.
Thank you.
Sure.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
My pleasure. Go in.
Thanks.
What are you doing here?
I want to talk to you.
Talk.
Look, I'm really sorry about what happened.
You probably think it was really funny.
I hated to see you cry.
I didn't cry.
Sorry. My mistake.
No, it was my mistake. You probably think I'm a silly little kid, don't you?
No, I think that you are an attractive, sensitive young lady. And soon you're going to be a beautiful woman.
You don't have to say that.
It's true, Melissa. You've said that you like to listen to me talk, and sometimes what I say makes you think. Will you do me a favor and listen to me for just a couple of minutes right now?
Do I have a choice?
Yes, you always have a choice.
Okay, go on, talk. But I can't promise I'll listen.
Fair enough. You have a little brother, don't you?
What does he have to do with it?
And sometimes he says something like, nobody pays any attention to me because I'm little, right?
Yeah.
And when he argues with you, he says, I can't wait till I'm as old as you are, right?
Yeah.
That's because he thinks that being older is being powerful. He looks up to you, Melissa, because he wants to be as powerful as you are.
Yeah.
Every kid that's ever been born, including you and me, has felt that way at one time or another. We all want to be older than we are. And we think that anybody who is has it made. You know, we get this idea in our heads that as soon as we're older, nobody's going to talk down to us or make us feel stupid. And nobody's going to tell us what to do. But that just isn't true. Do you want to know where the real power is?
Where?
It's right here. Right now, in this moment. In you. See, the idea is not to become something or someone you're not. The idea is to be the someone that you are right now and to love that someone. Enjoy your life and be grateful for who you are. I know I am. I'm happy to be able to call that person my friend. Feel better? You're welcome.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Oh, that's okay. Take your time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just taking a break.
23 down.
New.
New? What's that?
Bearded African antelope. 23 down, 3 letters, GNU, new.
You are a genius.
No, I already did today's puzzle. Matter of fact, I already did yesterday's puzzle, and I bought a whole book full of them.
I don't know why I do these things. They drive me crazy.
Well, right now they're keeping me sane.
Is there something I can get for you?
No, thank you. I was just wandering around, kind of found myself here again. I feel kind of like a homing pigeon. I have no idea where home is anymore.
Okay, well, let me get you a cup of coffee. Anyway, here we go. You know, honey, things really will settle down.
I don't know, Ruby. I just don't know about any of it anymore.
Brooding. Too much time in your hands.
I agree.
How's the job hunt coming?
How do you know what to find when you don't even know what you're looking for?
Not when your heart's not in it. Have you heard from Simoon?
No, not yet. I miss her. I miss the hospital. I miss work. I'm sorry. I'm just feeling sorry for myself.
Oh, then you really do need to get a job.
That's what my father tells me.
What would you like to do?
Well, you know, I've been talking to Colton about that. I think I'd like a change of pace. You know, kind of get my head out of things and get my hands into it. Maybe some good hard work.
That never hurt anybody. But, in the meantime, I've got a better idea. Did you smell those pies?
I could smell them all the way from the outside.
Well, what if I get you a nice warm piece to go with your coffee?
Why is everybody always trying to feed me?
Because you could use some meat on those bones.
Well, Anna's invited me over for dinner tonight. That's probably why.
Good. Look, I've got to check in the pies. Any special occasion?
She says it's for a thank you for treating Robin. I suspect she's feeling sorry for me. Along with every stray cat and dog in the city. And a suspended doctor.
Now, are you sure you wouldn't like a piece?
How about a little advice instead?
That's a little harder, but I'll try.
I have a friend.
Yes?
By accident, I found out that he could be involved in something that's very serious.
How serious?
Well, it could involve breaking the law.
I see. Does your friend know that you knew that?
Yes. He's asked me to keep it quiet.
Do you have a problem with that?
A big one. I'm not so sure his wife knows about it. Not only could he get himself in trouble, but if his wife finds out about it, it could wreck their marriage.
His wife is a friend of yours, too?
Yes. I don't want to let him down, and at the same time, I don't want to withhold from her. Especially when I know it could have such far-reaching consequences for their whole family. What would you do?
Well, there's an old saying, when in doubt, leave it out.
Say nothing. Not even to the wife.
Do you think maybe the wife knows?
Not really. She could know, I suppose.
My guess would be she does. Oh, I don't have to ask you if you had a successful trip.
Yes, it was successful. I'll be broke all next month.
Well, join the rest of us tax time. What do you have?
I some coffee. You know, you should have gotten that blouse in the first place. It took us a whole hour.
There was this boutique. I couldn't make a decision, and there... Oh, never mind. It's a long story.
Excuse me, Terry, but don't you have to be at the studio for Colton's show?
Yeah, I do have another song to rehearse.
Oh, I love the one you sang the last time.
Oh, thank you.
In fact, the whole show was great.
Oh, great. You're going to have to tell Colton that, because he's so nervous about the whole thing.
Well, he could have fooled me.
Yeah, he's not the only one.
Excuse me?
Nothing. When's his call time? Do
Well,
you know?
he left right a few minutes ago, but he had an errand along the way.
Okay.
He's such a terrific guy.
You too?
Come again? What do you mean?
Everybody's a fan.
Aren't you?
Don't even ask. I wish you'd change your mind about him.
You mean you don't like Colton, sure?
I just don't like some of the things that he's doing.
Felicia thinks that he's gone Hollywood.
Oh, I haven't seen any signs of it. I don't know a more down-to-earth guy.
What he may seem and what he is could be two different things. I went shopping for Anna earlier, and he was looking at some pretty fancy sports jackets.
Well, that's just Tiffany pushing him into that. She wants to sharpen his image is all.
Well, even so, the Colton store that I grew to respect wouldn't have given in to that kind of pressure.
But Tiffany's just being a producer. She's talking about the packaging of it all.
Terry, I don't know if I can be close to him as a friend if he's going to be so materialistic.
I think you're wrong.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
I got a better idea. Why don't you come down to the studio and watch the show?
I have to work.
Well, by the time we tape, you'll be through with work.
I don't want to waste my time watching some high-style package. I want substance.
You'll get that.
With cashmere from head to toe, no, thank you.
No, you're getting me upset now. I don't even think I'm going to be able to sing and pull this off.
Oh, come on.
No, really. I mean, if you shake my confidence in him, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this.
Don't you do this.
Please, just come, because it's important to me.
Okay, I'll come for you, but I'm only coming for you, not him.
I don't know. Long. Ah! I could come in on a horse. I could have a veil. No, maybe a little. Oh, no, I always wear hats. Oh, something always.
Planning a June special?
Well, I'm just planning special things of every sort.
Oh. Oh, about wedded bliss, I take it.
Are you against it?
Oh, no, not for everyone.
Oh. Well, what have you been doing today?
Oh, the usual. Wheeling and dealing. Oh, testing the props here, huh?
Well, no, actually, I was just practicing. They're real.
Oh, so you're going to be in the show?
Darling, I am the show! Ah, this is real! You did it! Oh, isn't it great, isn't it great, isn't it great? I can't believe it.
I am so happy for you. It's Sean, isn't it?
Of course it's Sean. Who else would it be?
Oh, I don't know. Let me look at that rock. Oh, I'm sure it's not too big for you. I might take it off your hands.
I think maybe I can handle it. You know, I think it's been there all my life.
Oh, I can't believe it. My sister, a blushing bride.
Well, how would you like to be a blushing maid of honor?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. You're really happy for me, aren't you?
Yes, I'm happy for you.
Oh.
You know, I'm happy for me, too. Mr. Scorpio and I are getting along very well.
Didn't I tell you?
Well, I guess if I can't have Sean.
Oh, you better than that. If I would hear you say that, you'll get mad.
Oh, I'm glad we're not competing for the same man anymore. And I have to be honest with you. That's why I went after Sean. I wanted to see if I could best you.
Well, I hope you've learned your lesson.
I have. No more. You've got your man. Maybe I've got one of my own. Do you think after all this time and all that's happened between us, we could have two happy endings?
Well, I would be happy just to have my sister as a friend right now.
Now, I want a photograph of your husband, a recent photograph, please. And also, if possible, I would like you to go through his things, check to see if there's any particular bill, a record, an invoice, or... You better write this down, because I think you'll forget.
Yes. What good will this do?
It just might turn up something, you know. It's impossible for somebody to exist nowadays without leaving a trace of themselves. Credit cards. What about his credit cards?
He always used to pay as he went.
I'll still check the credit card companies. Something may turn up. I need to know his favorite haunts, like the bars he went to, the restaurants, the clubs. That way, once we've got all that information, I can go around and check and see whether somebody remembers seeing him.
You really do think there's hope, don't you?
Well, there has to be hope. But we can only work on with what we have, do you see?
I don't know how to thank you.
Well, don't you worry about anything and just go home and see if you can get those things for me.
Yes, I will.
Do you mind if I look after that? Thanks. I'll take good care of it. Okay.
Yes. I do hope I can find what you are looking for.
Okay.
Are you married?
Yes.
Did you ever wonder what you would do if your husband got into trouble?
Well, I think we all wonder that sometimes.
I guess I should have asked more questions, but, I love him.
Thank you. Thank you.